Hello and welcome to another update video about Coinbase. Only recently I did cover Coinbase and we had that anticipated dip further into the support area. However, the depth of the decline, even though we have no invalidation, lets me favor another scenario. Basically, I assume now that we are already a step ahead. Let me explain the different scenarios. So first of all, looking at the bigger picture, looking at the move from the 2022 lows, this is unchanged. The idea is that this here was a wave one, so we are in a bullish cycle for Coinbase. That's been my, that's been my opinion for, well, I think more than a year, I would say. I don't know when I really started to cover Coinbase, but we've always had this as a 1-2 setup here. And then the idea was, okay, is this another 1-2 or is it maybe an A-B? Looking at the structure now, I consider this an A-B. Just has to do with the situation that this is a very deep decline and also the choppy nature of this increase here. And just the way this move up is structured and the length between this move and this move. So it makes it for me more likely that this entire move up is a diagonal pattern in yellow. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. That doesn't mean it's bearish a diagonal, it just means that we have to deal with more choppy structures. Again, that's only sort of the academic side of it, but the idea, just if you're wondering why I'm labeling this as an A, B, C. So I need to explain that before we dive into the microstructure. So basically, the price is now in this target or support area that I communicated in the last update. The depth of, so the white count shows basically my previous assumption that this here was in a wave C of 3. So circle wave 3 is still the idea of this move up. But in my previous scenario, we had the wave 3 here. And basically the idea was that this here is a 1, this is a 2, this move up is a 3. The move that peaked in here on the 28th of December. Then the idea was we are now getting into a wave 4 pullback, which happened, okay, and the support didn't break. And then we would see another move up in wave 5. That is sort of my previous assumption. By the way, sorry if you hear some noise in the background. It's very windy outside today, so you might hear some of the the flaps there of the whatever. Anyway, so this is the previous assumption, and the idea would be that we are turning around here and make a new high. Possibly, well, $200 plus, right? Now, the depth of the decline, even though this is not an invalidation yet, makes me wondering if something different is going on. And I've actually decided to assume that this third wave, which in the previous interpretation should only be finished after the next high, is already finished. But in my white alternative count, it would still happen, right? But this is only the alternative. In the primary scenario, basically, this here was the 1, this was the 2, this was the 3, 4, 5. And I assume that the third is already in. That is also more in line with the Bitcoin wave count. And the idea is now that circle wave 3 already topped here on the 28th of December. And the move down was not a wave 4. Well, it is a wave 4, but it was only so far the A wave of a fourth wave. We should get a B wave rally that's very much in line with the Bitcoin wave count. So we should see a B wave corrective rally and then a C wave down. And the overall support area for this main wave 4, for here circle wave 4, is between $79.60, even though ideally the price will never get down that low because it would be a very deep wave 4. But between that level and $110.68, this would be the ideal target for a fourth. Maybe the 50% retracement, that's at $93.86. So that gives you basically two areas to watch. I mean, in the white count, this here is really relevant. In the yellow one, the lower one. But I have to say that in both scenarios, if this is wave 4 in white or the A wave in the yellow count, I would like to see a bounce from this region, maybe in the coming week. Why? Because we are very much oversold. Well, not yet on the daily, but still whenever Coinbase moved down to the, let's say, the current region on the daily RSI, we had a bounce, but on the 4-hour, significantly oversold. Okay, so on the 1 hour as well. Okay, so I'm watching for a bounce potentially in the coming days. Either from here, or maybe it will make another marginally lower low, touch actually that $115.20 level, and could then turn around. Yeah, so that's what I'm pretty much observing. If this is just the B wave of a fourth wave, then please consider that B waves can overshoot. But a standard retracement area, a standard resistance area, is between 148.88 and 169.89. Now, I cannot promise you that the B wave will stay within the resistance area because, as I said, B waves can overshoot. But it's sort of a standard retracement area, standard resistance area, and the B wave would typically get into that region, and the healthy B wave would typically at least reach the 50% retracement, which is in this case at $148.90. Yeah, that's my update about Coinbase. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as regular updates about stocks, then please check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.